Alrighty, so in preparation for Avengers Endgame next week, I am going to be going through and watching most of the previous Avengers movie in preparation for Endgame. Now, for the most part, I'm going to be watching them in chronological order. However, I'm not going to rewatch Captain Marvel because I already saw it in theaters and I think it's still in theaters, and so I still saw that recently, so I'm not going to rewatch it. So I got Iron Man on DVD and I'm going to rewatch it. I remember it being pretty cool. Probably still is, but I haven't seen it in years, so I might as well rewatch it. So yeah, the first Iron Man movie is it's way better than I remember it being, and it's great, and it's so clear how this movie started such a legacy. Next up on the list is Iron Man 2, which I remember being pretty good. Iron Man 2 is a severely underrated movie. I'd say it's a pretty good one. Not the best movie in the series, but still very good. So, next up is The Incredible Hulk, which I will not rewatch because, let's be honest, that movie sucked and it's not worth rewatching. I will not be rewatching Thor either because, let's be honest, the first Thor is not very good. It's not terrible, but it's not worth rewatching at all. Okay, I don't understand why people don't like the second half of Captain America. It's still good. I mean, it's not the best Marvel movie, but it's still very good. I don't know, it's a good movie. People are stupid. Next is, of course, Avengers, the first team movie. Looking forward to rewatching that one. Yeah, the first Avengers movie is awesome. I'm really annoyed that my brother refused to watch most of it, but it's still great. It's not as good as some of the later movies, but it's still awesome. Next in the series is, of course, Iron Man 3. I don't get why people don't like this movie. I've seen it twice so far, and it's great. I'm gonna rewatch it. Well, it turns out I watched the movie very recently, and so did my brother, so he remembers everything in it. So there's no need to rewatch it. Turn it and move on to the next one. The next movie on the list is, of course, Thor: The Dark World, which I will not rewatch that because it's the worst Marvel movie and not worth the rewatch. The next MCU movie is now, of course, Captain America: The Winter Soldier, which I look forward to rewatching. You know what? I must say I'm extremely disappointed in my brother refusing to watch most of The Winter Soldier on account of it's too boring and nothing's even happening, which I don't understand. I mean, true, he wasn't paying attention at all. Maybe if he was paying attention, he would have liked it, but I don't know. The next movie in this franchise that I am to watch is, of course, the first Guardians movie. I don't think I've seen this movie in like 3 years. I've only seen it once, and I saw it like 3 or 4 years ago, and I barely remember what happens. I remember the second one way better, but I don't know. I mean, I kind of know some of the things that happen in this movie, but anyways, it'll be good to rewatch this. First Guardians movie is better than I remember it being. It's good. I like those movies. The next movie after the first Guardians is, of course, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which I've seen recently, but I might as well watch because I just watched the first one. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 will never not be great. Those movies are so good. Rewatching Age of Ultron just reminds me why it's one of the worst movies. It's so dumb, let's be honest, and it's really boring. It's disappointing that this is in the series. Not that Ant-Man is a bad movie, but we're not going to rewatch that one because It's not essential. So I just finished rewatching the first half of Captain America Civil War, and I gotta say that's one of my more favorite movies in this series because it's so good, but I'm probably not gonna finish watching the other half because it's late, and also it's super overdue, the library video. And I don't even remember what happens in it. It's good. I would want to rewatch the Spider-Man moments, but what you gonna do? Next in the series is, of course, Doctor Strange, and I love that movie so much. But I saw it relatively recently, and it's not one of the core movies, so I'm not gonna rewatch it. But I love Doctor Strange. I really want to rewatch it, but no time. No time. I love it. I saw it recently. It's so good. The next movie in the series is Black Panther, which I'm not rewatching because I saw it kind of recently. And upon the rewatch, that movie is so boring. Like, there's some moments in it, there's some stuff in it. Like, the costume designs are great, and there's some performances that are good, but, like, overall, the movie's conflict is just so boring, and I was just like, watching it? Like, yeah, not gonna rewatch that one. The next movie is Spider-Man Homecoming. I watched that super recently, and I love Spider-Man Homecoming. Spider-Man is one of my favorite heroes in the MCU, and yeah, he's amazing, and I hope he comes back in Endgame. I haven't seen Endgame yet, but yeah, this is not gonna be one I'm rewatching because I saw it so recently, but I want to rewatch it because it's good. Next up is Thor Ragnarok, which I have seen like 6 different times, so I'm not gonna rewatch that, but I love that. It's my favorite one. Taika Waititi is so great. Next is Ant-Man and the Wasp. I've seen it twice, and one of those times was recently, so yeah, not gonna rewatch that one. And finally, Avengers Infinity War, which is of course an amazing movie, but I don't have time to rewatch it today. I saw it Christmas, which is recent-ish, and I know what happens. Alright, we're on our way to see Endgame, and I'm really, really hyped for it. How hyped are you?
In general, I find these superhero movies to be a bit long and a bit predictable, and I'm mildly excited. I hear it's a really good movie, but at the same time, I haven't watched every superhero movie, and a 3-hour movie, let's face it, it's going to be long. I'm hoping for a coherent plot, lack of plot holes, something that I can suspend reality and enjoy myself and forget about my troubles for a while, as they say.
Alrighty then. So it just came out of Avengers Endgame, and my eyes hurt because it was so dark in the theater. Now it's bright out here. And the movie was amazing. It was beautiful. What did you think of the movie?
I thought it was really good. I'm kind of a sucker for time travel movies in general, and I would say that sometimes there's a concept of hard science versus soft science, and if you can't really come up with a good hard science explanation for time travel, you should just stick to soft science. So I think that that was a little bit bad, but it was only a small part of the movie. So there were a couple scenes I thought, but I especially like Doctor Strange at the end, spoiler alert. And
I'm going to have to put a spoiler before this because everything you said so far is a spoiler, and the spoiler ban doesn't lift until Monday.
All right, well, okay, so, but I would say that the ending was really good. Parts of it could have been compressed a little bit, and some of it could be left more to the imagination. But it was a good movie overall. Better than I expected by far.
What do you mean left to the imagination?
Well, the whole end, I mean, after the battle and stuff, that could have been compressed down. I mean, they probably could have knocked a good hour out of that movie. That's what I think.
I think that maybe you being on your phone half the movie kind of like hindered your experience of the movie.
I don't think I was on my phone half the movie.
You were on your, like,
I got
every
bored.
other time I looked over you, you were
bored.
checking your messages.
Come on, it was a little boring. I mean,
How was it boring?
It just dragged on. The motorcycle scared me. Now I'm driving. I'm done with my comment. Thank you.
Yeah, well, the movie was amazing.